everybody. I'm at the Ape Cave interpretive site today. This is about 3 hours south of Seattle, and it's at the southwest section of Mount St. Helens. There's a lower cave and an upper cave here. We're going to check out the lower cave and then do a little hiking. It is around 1 o'clock and it's about 62 degrees. When we go into the cave, we need to have at least 2 sources of light, and it's going to be 42 degrees. There are also some other rules about no food, no water, and no touching the walls. So let's go on in closer and check it out. So they have a requirement for a timed entry, and my entry is between 1 o'clock and 1:30. You get that online at recreation.gov. It costs $2. You can either print that off or write down your information and put it in your car window. And then you also need to have the right recreation pass. I'm using my America the Beautiful. We're going to use this station here to clean the footwear before entering the cave, which is a lava tube. Okay, our bats, thank you. I've put on my warm layers and now I'm ready to go down. Some stairs to get in here. Ape Cave is a lava tube, a tunnel born quickly from a fiery forge. Nearly 2,000 years ago, fluid basalt lava flowed from a vent near the summit of Mount St. Helens and partially filled this valley. The surface of the molten river cooled and crusted, creating an insulated tunnel around the flowing lava. Lava pulsed through the tunnel for several weeks, shaping and sculpting the lava tube. When the eruption subsided, a hollow tube remained. Ape Cave is much the same today as it was soon after the lava stopped flowing, as if frozen in time. The floor is uneven and rocky here. I'll wait for these other people to come by. The rocks are slippery and there's water dripping. So you gotta just go slow, watch your step. It's real cool to see the lines along the edge here. They're about 4 feet, 5 feet high, about my shoulder height. Here's another section where the floor is uneven and you have to just pay attention, work your way around the rocks. Quite wide and quite tall. I'll have to look online for the dimensions. You can definitely see parallel lines in the floor of the movement downhill. One interesting thing about this lava tube is that there are no broken through spaces. There are no like skylights. Steve and I visited the lava tubes in Idaho, and they were probably much newer, not like in the middle of a forest like these are. And there were quite a few spots where the light was coming in. It's interesting how the lava kind of flowed to the left and to the right. There's some interesting rocks on the right-hand side. The upper trail is 1.5 miles in the upper portion of the cave, and they do estimate 3 hours to complete that because there are 24 or 25 big rock piles to climb over, including one that's 8 feet. That's kind of hard to do on your own. I think we're getting close to the end. Hi. I've come in just about half an hour, and now it's tapering down to just a really narrow section. And there's some younger people trying to get in there, and yeah, I don't want to get on hands and knees and go in there, so I'm ready to turn around. That was fun. Great experience. Took me about 45 minutes, the going in, and about a half hour coming back out.
No, but I mean, like, you know, you do outings.
Oh, yeah, no.
Now for above ground, going to go on the Ape Cave trail, and the upper portion of the cave chamber is to the left there. And if you did that 1.5 mile portion, which they estimate takes about 3 hours, then most people would come back this way. But I just wanted to check it out. You may know that the Mount St. Helens eruption from 1980 basically was on the north side, and it blew out to the north, and the southern, generally the southern side, wasn't affected. I'm zooming in a little bit. See just the tip top of Mount St. Helens there. We're almost at the north entrance exit. I measured that for me on the above ground, 1.3 miles and 350 feet of elevation change. There's what the north end looks like. Well guys, I'm heading back to the car now. It's going to be 1.5 miles, and so I'm just going to close here. I really enjoyed the experience of seeing what the cave was like, and if you wanted to come out here, you don't have to do the whole thing. You could just do part of it. If you're a big person, big fan of caves, you'll love it. I did see some people coming out at the top here, and they said it took them roughly 3 hours, which I think 2.5 to 3 hours is average. But anyway, I've enjoyed learning more about Mount St. Helens and the area, and seeing above ground as well as below ground. So thanks so much for coming along with me. Have a great day.